Hey guys, me Andy. Gonna try and do a little presentation about wealth hacking secrets. Um, just got the cover back, super excited. It's good timing. You know, the pandemic right now, possibly 20 to 30% of folks out of work. So unemployment going to be at a record level for many years. I don't even know the last time we've been 20, 30% unemployment, but it's definitely going to take some education around finances to pull through this. There's going to be a lot of folks looking to change jobs, looking to possibly change industries, looking to re-educate themselves, and all of that's going to require certain knowledge around money and how to navigate the situation. So my book's coming out, Wealth Hacking Secrets. I want to keep it as low a price as possible so everyone has access to it. So I just want to give the book away for free. There's 40 plus secrets in there, stuff that Wall Street doesn't really want you to know, things that, you know, are very important to understand, but when your mindset around money is off, sometimes these things are hard to grasp. So what I've done, put together a little presentation about why plan. Why should I listen to you, Andy? Why should I put together a plan? I was in the same boat. In my early 20s, I wondered why I should plan. I lived for the day. I was an artist. I lived for the moment and thought that my art was going to carry me forward. And it wasn't really until I became fully disabled that I realized that I wish I would have had a plan. And so why plan? What is a plan? Why would I want one? A plan is a detailed proposal for doing or achieving something. So if you've got something in mind that you want to do, you want to achieve, it helps to make a plan, right? And definition number 2, an intention or decision about what you're going to do. So just knowing what you're going to do, super helpful. The reason I did this, the reason I put together this book is for my grandpa Andy. And he got sick towards the end of his life and didn't have a plan in place. And we lost it all. Our family lost a fortune based on the fact that we didn't really have a plan. And so now my intention is to get this book into the hands of 1 million people, to educate folks about financial planning and make sure that other people don't end up like my grandpa Andy. So that's my why. The other reason I do this is I'm a certified financial planner. So I dropped out of high school to become a stockbroker, and then about 2-3 years ago I finally got my college degree, and I studied for a couple of years and got what's called the CFP, or a certified financial planner designation. So it's not just me just giving you random tips about something that I think I might know. I've been in the industry for close to 20 years now, and if you do look for a financial planner, I highly recommend working with a certified financial planner. They've got all the education, and we swear an oath to put our clients' best interests before our own. And so I swear to do that, and I always think about my clients before I think about myself. So that's called the fiduciary standard, and CFPs live by that standard. So what is a financial plan? Again, an intention or a decision about what I should be doing with my money. Why do I need one? Well, if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. It really is much easier when you have a plan, especially during times like this when things are kind of hitting you sideways and you weren't really ready for it. Myself, most of my friends, hardly felt the impact, and so we want to help you make sure that the next time this happens that you've got a plan in place. What is wealth hacking, and what are the 4 freedoms? So I've been learning a lot about the four freedoms and really am a big believer in these. I learned these from my mentor, Jesse Elder, who currently is touring around the country in his vehicle and just, he preaches freedom, and I love that freedom teaching. So the four freedoms are freedom of money, freedom of time, freedom of place, and freedom of relationships. So if I have money, a lot of these other three freedoms are pretty easy, right? I mean, freedom of time, I can pretty much do what I want when I want if I've got enough money. I don't have to worry about where I have to be. I don't really care. Same thing with freedom of place. I can be where I want to be, when I want to be there. As long as I have enough money to get me there and back, I'm good to go. And then freedom of relationships. I really only want to hang out with people that I like and people that enjoy hanging out with me. Sometimes if you don't have money, you end up having to hang out with people that you really don't like. So I like that freedom. So I want to continue to pursue that. This is the pyramid. So on the back cover, you can see it there. The pyramid is the 7 steps. So you can build your own financial plan in 7 steps. These are those steps. So step 1 is to build a foundation. It's where we talk about body and mindset, making sure that your head is right about money, and making sure that your body is healthy and that you're doing the right things to make sure your health is intact. Step 2 is to create your financial statements. So you got to take stuff seriously, be your own chief financial officer. Look at your financial statements. That includes income, assets, liabilities, net worth, expenses. You want to take all that stuff real seriously. Step 3, address your risks. So a lot of times people don't understand how serious that insurance is, and I went without insurance for many, many years, but having good insurances in place is super important. If you don't have good protection and something bad happens, it can ruin your entire plan. Step 4, minimize taxes. The number one drag on wealth is the IRS and taxes. So we want to make sure that you're mitigating taxes and lowering your tax liability as much as possible at every turn. Step 5, investing for growth and income. So that includes accumulation, protection, diversification, making sure you've got things spread out so you don't have all your eggs in one basket. If you do, sometimes that turns out to be a bad plan. Retire in style on your own terms. So folks that were just ready to retire are probably wondering, should I retire? I know there's a lot of Boeing employees out there that are questioning whether or not they're going to be able to retire at this point. So we've worked with a ton of Boeing employees, and so if you know anybody that is interested in talking about retirement, we're happy to help, and this book has some great secrets in there around retirement. And the last step, step 7, is creating a legacy and possibly making an impact on future generations with the money that you have now. So that's kind of the financial planning pyramid. It all leads to money freedom. That money freedom is what we talked about. If you've got the money freedom, you've got the other 3 freedoms, right? Freedom of time, freedom of place, and freedom of relationships. So this is the newest thing I'm most proud of today. This is it. This is the cheat sheet. I'm going to give it to you for free. It literally has the whole book on one page. So this is building your own financial plan, wealthhackingsecrets.com. Input your email address. I'm going to send you the cheat sheet. It's for free. Then you can also order the book, pre-order the book. It's free, and all you have to do is pay for shipping. So if you go to wealthhackingsecrets.com, I'll get the book to you for free, get you the cheat sheet. It goes over everything we just talked about in detail to where you can create your own financial plan. And so who is this for? Again, long-term employees who recently have been laid off or feel like they might get laid off. Employers and business owners that have been forced to close their business. They're questioning whether they're going to be coming back and what that's going to look like. Anybody that's changing jobs or careers, this is going to be a good book for you. Going to have a lot of good resources in there. A lot of downloads, a lot of worksheets, a lot of ways to get better at money and just improve your mindset around money. Pre-retirees, Boeing employees, separated spouses, and those who have recently lost loved ones. I've had a few clients pass away in the last couple months, and we're there for the families to work through that financially. A lot of times that's not something that people plan for, but that goes back to Grandpa Andy, and that's why I do what I do, is to make sure that families don't go through what my family went through. One more thing about mindset, Wealth Hacking Secrets. About the first half of the book is about mindset, and mindset is a huge deal. Working on mindset is super important. We talk about getting good sleep, getting hydrated, eating clean, being a lifelong learner, learning how to journal, learning how to set SMART goals. So if you don't know what SMART goals are, you got to pick up the book, setting goals and doing different exercises around SMART goals. And then mindset is a huge deal because most people are taught that money's the root of all evil, that greed and wealthy people are, savaging, and they're the reason that COVID is happening, right? So, but it can't be further from the truth. That's all bullshit, and you got to get your mind right when it comes to money. Even as an artist, art and commerce go hand in hand, and the two, when they get together, create beautiful synergies, and life becomes much easier when money is easier for you. So once again, I'm Andy. Go to wealthhackingsecrets.com. The book is free. Just pay for shipping. I'm going to give you some downloadable resources. Cover just got done, so I'm working with the publisher. I'm working with printer right now, so I'm going to have 400 or 500 copies that I'm going to sign, send out personally. I really appreciate everyone making me an international bestseller in 8 different categories on Amazon. I'm super humbled by that, and know that this is a difficult time for people with money, and want to be there as a resource for you folks going forward. Once again, I'm Andy, wealthhackingsecrets.com. Get you a copy, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside. Talk to you soon.